funeral homes.
I tell you what, we deserved a quiet afternoon and evening overall after the loud night and morning that we had with all the rain and thunderstorms that paraded almost nonstop across much of the region. Thankfully, though, this live look from Indigo Sky outside of Seneca, Missouri shows a quiet night to get things going, but late last night around this time, we just saw the beginnings of the showers and thunderstorms get going right on top of the region, and we had to really be patient before we got the last burst of this activity out of here. Right up until the noon hour. Then we started to dry things out, and we needed to, because on the average we picked up almost an inch of rain across the region, but in the areas around Joplin, the area in particular, picking up anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of rain. That resulted in some flash flooding that caused some issues earlier today. But we're looking calm for now with partly cloudy skies in place, and even though we're not seeing anything in our immediate area right now on the radar network, I really do suspect that this is going to get another workout, especially by late tomorrow afternoon and certainly going into early tomorrow evening. For the time being, though, looking nice and calm for 7th and Rangeline. 64 in Joplin with a south breeze at 5 to 10 and the humidity at 87%. We have temperatures in the lower to middle 60s north and east of Joplin. Once you head south and west from the metro, we're still seeing some lower 70s on the board. We got quite a contrast in temperatures because we actually have the next storm system, part of it at least, working on through the region. You can see the counterclockwise swirl across central and western parts of Kansas. That's where the brunt of the system is at the surface right now, but we got the warm front lifting on through as we go throughout the course of the night. Then our focus tomorrow will be on the advancing cold front that will start to head our way, along with the upper levels coming into play. This is our last wave in the south of Hudson Bay that brought the last front through during the middle of the week. Now we got this developing upper level wave in northern Utah. As it passes north and west of the region, that's going to really aid in strong to severe thunderstorm development. That's why we have a low to elevated severe threat. You can certainly see the elevated threat really focused on southwestern Missouri and from Grand Lake off to the east. The prime time for any of these severe weather chances we have tomorrow, 3 in the afternoon until 8 o'clock in the evening. It's just a 5-hour window, but in that window, as storms get going, we have a high wind threat, we have a hail threat, and unfortunately, we do have a chance to see at least some isolated tornadoes. So let's time out everything here on the Future Track forecast. During the overnight, as that warm front continues to lift north, the brunt of the action is going to be way up in northern Missouri, northern Kansas. But around here, can't rule out some scattered storms to start the day out as temperatures mainly hold steady in the mid, even trying to warm up into the upper 60s. Once we hit noon, you can see how we dry out temporarily and try to get some peaks of the sun going. But here's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Before we see anything try to get going, we're going to see much of the area hit our afternoon highs tomorrow. 66 in the morning, 75 by noon, highs around 78. And ahead of that cold front, it's going to be quite windy too, with that south and southwest wind trying to gust near 30. But you can see how at 3 o'clock, ahead of the front, we could starting to see some isolated storms try to pop up. Here's 5 o'clock with the latest on the Future Track wanting the brunt of the line to push through Joplin. And then once we get past 7 or 8 o'clock, we are going to see the last of the severe threat clear out and will look good for the rest of the night. So we got to keep an eye on that window for any severe weather. But thankfully, I'm not seeing much of a flooding threat with this part of the storm system. Maybe another 1/4 of an inch to an inch of rain with the heaviest bouts of rain that will be ready to push on through. So we have an alert day up for tomorrow because of the severe threat. Sunday afternoon and the Sunday evening, highs around 78. We're quiet Monday and Tuesday, 62 Monday and 74 on Tuesday, Mike. Then it's another system by the end of the week. At the very least, it'll keep us very fall-like with 50s and 60s for highs.